Hey everybody, this is Doc Rico. So I know that for Instagram you have to constantly be posting and honestly I don't want to post every single draft that I do on my work or put out there because I want to be able to have some exclusivity on some of my work and when people want to know what am I working on or what prints they want to buy and stuff like that, I don't want to always have everything out there. So I'm going to be doing a lot more talking. And explaining sort of the business aspect of uh, being an artist. I know a lot of time artists just want to paint, but there is a business part to it, and I'm going through that process right now. And one thing I was thinking of throughout the last few days is not only pricing, but what your art or your services is worth. And a perfect example is when I started doing a lot of photography work. I didn't charge a lot, one because I was a staff photographer for MTA, and so like, well, I was already making money as a photographer, and this was side money. Um, but I started thinking about everything that goes into the value package. I've been editing and using Photoshop since '98, I believe, when I started working on websites. So it's almost over 20 years that I've been editing images. So not only do I do photography work, but I was also an editor. And if you see the way I work, I will go out to a photo shoot, take 200 or 300 photos for an event, and then pick out the best 80 or up to 100 photos, and then edit all of them. And not using presets, as a lot of people do. Each one has its own unique viewpoint and style in which I edit. Now, I already have a process that I go through when I edit my work, and I already know what the colors I'm looking for, the shading, the vignetting, and everything else. And yeah, I could use a preset, but I look at each photo and see how much vignetting I need to do or how little vignette depending on the circumstances of the color, the lighting, and all that other stuff. Uh, what Lisa says is that, you know, when I would write my invoice, I'll put hour of how much time I did with edit and so forth. And I realized I undercut myself because I was charging by the hour and not by the skill. I could say editing and should have put editing and then a price, and then they would have said, "Well, is that by hours?" I was like, "No, that's by the skill level of the edit that you're gonna get." Well, the reason I bring this up is that as an artist, whether you're a painter or a photographer doing fine art photography, or digital artists like myself using photography to edit work and create it into paintings and then have them printed on canvas and then varnished and going through the process. There is a process that has taken you a long time to get. And if someone wants to replicate it, they have to also have to gone through that process. So your collectors, they wouldn't need to go through years and years and years and years of learning how to edit to get to something at the level that you're providing. So don't underestimate your value of what you're bringing to the table and what you're providing. With that said, this is a lesson that I'm taking to heart as I'm working on my pricing for a lot of my work. That will be out there. If you go to my website, you're going to see some of the things that I'm working on. If you have any questions, specifically for those photographers that want to learn more about blockchain and how to use digital certificates by minting, let me know. I'm more than happy to help out. This is a journey I've been taking on the blockchain for about 3.5 years now, and looking at different aspects of it, watching how people are minting, what they're doing, how value is bringing, how to bring value into your artwork. There are a lot of aspects that goes on the blockchain. Now, there's also a lot of scams going on, and I ask people to be careful artists and collectors to be careful. It's always about who the artist or who the team is versus what the art is about. Um, because you're really buying the artist. You're not buying just a pretty picture. Well, you might, and I wouldn't pay, more than $25 for a pretty picture. But I'm really buying the artist and who the artist is and what his journey will be and what he represents and what he's providing and what value is that artist bringing. And a lot of that did not happen with NFTs. There was a lot of hoopla going on. But there is a right way, and yeah, I said it's a right way to do things, um, for your collectors and for your supporters and for those who believe in you and those your fans. With that said, I appreciate all the support and love that I've been getting from the community for my artwork, for those who stopped by at the exhibition last week. It went very well. We have some people interested in the art piece, and I hope to sell it before the end of the exhibition on the 15th. That way I don't have to bring it back to the house. Um, if you're interested in learning more about one of the pieces that I'm selling, which is um, called Don't You Forget About Me, I'll be posting in the next post more details about that. It is a mixed media piece. It was printed on canvas and it was varnished, and then it was gel medium to accent some of the strokes of the painting. And then it was I used water-based markers to then do a bit of a graffiti and get some accent marks on them, and have my hand on that art piece as well. That will come with a digital certificate that is already minted on the blockchain, so you'll get a certificate that said this was minted in 2023. Plus, you'll get the original digital art piece that was the basis of the work. So the mixed medium is a print that then was worked on. That way it's mixed medium. And the digital is the original that I got from a photograph. So you will also get that particular NFT. And I believe this is probably the best way to do it. I'm not selling my NFTs, I'm giving them away when you buy the mixed media canvas prints. And I think this would be a way to bring value to the community, because not only am I going to give you the print, but I'm going to show you how to actually open up a wallet. I'll show you how to actually have your own blockchain keys and everything, and digital wallet. Because though there was a lot of scams going on, and the blockchain technology in itself, I think is a viable technology that will be used in the future for many, many, many things, such as events, collectibles, what do you call this? Keeping records. So there's so much exciting things going on that will happen, and this is just one piece of it. So I hope that I'm be able to provide not only a beautiful painting for you to have on your wall, but an ability to get connected and on board to this technology that will continue to grow and grow in the years to come. And that way you'll be one of the first ones to be out there saying, well, I was right after the crash, but I'm still early, and it's still early. We in '84 was when the website started popping up, browsers, and everyone was on Mosaic, and it took about 10, 15 years for people to jump on board, and then social media, and some people are still not on social, so it's taken a while. And so I still think we're in the very early stages of blockchain technology or Web3 technology, and looking forward to helping more people get on board, and having them collect my artwork. So I thank you for always your support, and I hope to be able to continue providing these beautiful paintings for you to see here on social media, but more importantly, to have them in your home. With that said, thank you and have a great day.